Welcome back to another training session. My name is Sean May with convert411.com. So today I want to talk about something that's very, very important for any business, but especially about internet marketing and with an email marketing business. This is probably one of the most important things because if you don't know your numbers, your statistics and these certain numbers, you really don't know much about your business and you don't know what you're going to be doing. And of course, this is only one aspect of it. I can do many training sessions just on statistics, but this one I'm going to look at open rates, click rates, and then actually resending messages to people that haven't opened a message, that have opened a message and maybe didn't click a link, and also having opened a message and clicking the link within a message. So this is going to be a little bit more advanced training session. I would say it's just kind of intermediate. Once you have your business up and running, all this will make sense. But I wanted to go through this now and give you some more in-depth information on kind of what I look for in my business. All right, let's get started. So why statistics matter? So of course, without knowing your statistics, you really don't know your business. And the main ones that I just mentioned, open rates, click-through rates, or click rates. EPCs are another one. Earnings per click is probably even more important in the long run because that's then you'll know how much money you're going to make and you have a good idea of whenever you send out emails how much money you'll make. But I'm not going to get into that in this training, but I will do that on a future training. And you'll know what is working and what isn't. So you'll know if your subject lines aren't working, if the way that you've put your links and your hyperlinks into your emails, if they're working or not, and if your copywriting material will convert for you or not. So that's why it matters so much to know this right off the bat with any business and internet marketing. All right, open rates. So you send out a bunch of emails to people that are subscribed on your list. And of course, you're hoping that everyone on your list opens all your messages, but that just is not the case. They are living their lives and they don't open every single email they get. So you're only going to have a certain percentage of your list opening your emails. And there's two things that go along with opening your emails. First, subject lines, and second, the relationship with your list. So let's talk about subject lines first. A subject line is very important because it has to intrigue someone enough to want to open it. So they see it. Some people, they get over 1,000 emails a day. So it could be spam or whatever it is, but a lot of people just don't have the time to look through every single email they get. Of course, you might not be getting 1,000 emails a day, but there are some people out there, and even not, let's say you get 20, 30 emails a day on average. That's still quite a few emails that take a lot of time to read through all those messages. So that's a reason why the emails that have a really enticing or intriguing subject line will help you get higher open rates. The second part of that is building a relationship with your list. So they have to trust you and they have to want to open up your messages. So if you have a list of subscribers, you want to give them great content and things that they really are interested in and want to open up. So if you either send out way too many promotions or you send out a certain type of email that they just are bored with or annoyed by, they're not going to open your emails anymore and they will unsubscribe. And why do you want people to open your message? Of course, if they don't open your message, they won't be able to see any of the content that you created, whether it be really high valuable content, a promotion, or whatever it is. So even though you might have written the best email in the world, if they don't open it, they'll never see it. So that's why you want to get really high open rates. Click rates. Click rates is very simple as well. When you have a link within your email, which you do want to include a link in every single one of your emails with this type of business. The reason for that is you want to train everyone on your list to know that there's going to be links in your emails. Because that will allow them to just know, okay, if you received a message from me, Sean May at Convert411, I'm going to have a link in my email. So you're not surprised by it. You kind of say, oh, okay, I know I got another email from Sean. I'm going to click on the link and see what he is. If it's another training video, if it's a promotion, if it's to a YouTube video, whatever it might be. So you want to put links in every message. And of course, you want as many people as possible to click those links because that's how you drive them to where you want them to go, be it your blog, be it a video, be it a promotion. So this entire business is based off of people going to promotions or products that you've created or promoting or something that allows you to monetize your business, and them clicking on that link and purchasing or taking an action that makes you money. So you want as high a click rate as possible. So that's just the click rate is the amount of people that clicked on that link that out of the total emails that you sent. So let's just make the math easy here. And I'm never good with math on the fly, so I apologize if my math is off here. So let's say you sent out 100 emails and 20 people opened them. So that's a 20% open rate, and 10 people clicked on it. So that would be a 10% click rate. And of course, there's other things like click-through rates, which is based off of the people that actually opened, how many people out of just the ones that opened it. That's the click-through rate, but I won't go into that as much. And then I also want to talk a little bit about list segmentation. So I'm going to be doing a demo with my autoresponder, which is GetResponse. So I'll go through and actually show you my statistics and different things with my business. So, but I want to just talk a little bit about list segmentation and why, at least what I'm terming list segmentation. There's so many different ways you can segment your list with different funnels, but all I'm talking about in this training is just particular parts of your list. Like maybe you sent out a message and only 10% of the people open it, and you want to resend the message to people that didn't open the original message. So there's definitely reasons for doing that, because they might have just not liked the subject line. They might have just missed it when it was originally sent. So you would send another message to them to try to increase your open rate and also hopefully your click rate, so you can drive more people and more traffic to wherever you want to send them. You can also send a message to people that actually opened a message of yours but didn't click the link within it. And there's reasons that you would want to do that. Maybe you wanted to follow up with them. Hey, I saw that you opened the message, but you didn't click the link. Is there a particular reason or anything like that? I'll go into more detail later. And then the last one is sending a new message to people who open a message and click the link. So since they took an action, you might just want to follow up. Hey, I see that you clicked the link. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's some more training, or here's another link if you want more information or something like that. So there are reasons why you would want to segment your list and resend messages like that. All right, so I'm going to hop over to GetResponse now and walk you through looking at some of my email statistics, the open rates, the click rates, comparing them, and then also the list segmentation. So we'll hop over there right now. So here we're on GetResponse. You can see just the basic dashboard. And I'm going to go right into the statistics part of it. So I'm going to look at open rates, click-through rates on my messages and autoresponders and messages. So we'll go up to statistics, email analytics. And it brings you up to these analytics over here. You can do it for newsletters. They have also subscriptions, email clients, RS, just to give you a little bit more information. And also down here for autoresponders, your time-based autoresponders and any action-based that you might have. So let's just take a look at newsletters for now. So those manual messages that you send out. And this one is one that I recently sent out. This it has all the different tabs for you. So the total amount that you sent, how many of those were opened, how many of them were clicked, and then also your unsubscribe rate and bounce rate. Also complaints, and I'll go a little bit of detail on that as well. So here it gives you the basic detail. Okay, 4,000, a little over 4,000 sent. 460 of those were opened. This was just sent out a couple hours ago. So the unopened amount and how many have been clicked so far. So what this allows you to do is kind of dive in and see if your subject lines need to be tweaked a little bit, if the people are not interested in clicking on the link, if your click-through rates are really low here. 4% right now is a little low, in my opinion, for my list, and this open rate's actually a little bit low, but I think it's because this was only sent out a couple hours ago, so it'll take a little time for those to go up. But what this allows me to see is this different than my previous? So up here, you can go through different campaigns, the ones that you have. So right now here, it's just kind of my basic one, but let's select science of imagery. So this will pull up different ones. So this is one that I have. Some of the messages that I've sent out in the past. So this was a day ago. As you can see, click-through rates, 8%, 14. So how many were sent, how many opened, how many clicked. And then you can also go through and see what the difference is. So I'm just selecting the different messages that I have sent out over the last week, what my open rates are, what my click-through rates. So this one had a little bit better open rate, closer to 20%. How many were open and actually clicked on that. Also, down here, I was going to talk about how you could email people that didn't open your initial message. So resending your email, it's kind of the best practice if you need more responses from that initial message that you sent. So you can resend the email to the people that did not open it originally by just clicking this button here. And now we'll send it out to those 5,650 that didn't open it originally, and then it will allow you to change the subject title. So maybe they just weren't intrigued by the subject title, so you can change that up and then just focus in on those and then send out the same message. So it can save you a lot of time since you won't have to rewrite a whole new message, but it's you're able to get some of those people that didn't open it initially. And one of the statistics that I found, it's kind of a minimum effort, but extra results. And some companies have gotten a big percentage increase in sales and response rate. You can almost expect an average increase of 15 to 20% in your response rate when you have those two emails combined. So the initial email and then the email that you sent to the people that unopened it, which is a great increase for a little extra effort. And also, if you kind of on general kind of send out an email within the 5 to 7 days after that initial message was out, it can actually, statistically wise, some companies have said it increases sales and income from 50 to 70% just by sending that follow-up message as well. And it only takes an extra 5 minutes to do it. So that's just some of the statistics that I quickly looked up to do that. So you could re-email the people that didn't open your first message. If you wanted to, you could also email the people that clicked the message. So you can follow up with another message. Hey, I saw that you clicked that link in the last email. Just wanted to see what you thought. And here's also another message or another link to click if you were interested in that last one. Something like that. It just gives you more flexibility. So you can actually email each of these different groups very quickly just by coming down here with these different buttons. So that's kind of for your manual messaging. You can also compare if you want to look at two emails against each other and see what the differences are. So let's go to like this affiliate offer that I messaged out last week. So one for a free ebook versus an affiliate product, what the difference was. Much better open rate, much better click-through rate on this one. This is probably one of my worst click-through rates that I've seen on any of my messages. So they really did not like the subject line or the initial link to keep reading and go to that page. So that's something that I really need to look through. But this helps you compare different messages, and this also works extremely well for A/B testing if you are testing out different subject lines or the content or links within a message. You can do that by the compare button. So now I want to go to your autoresponders and the statistics based on that. So I have an action-based for my initial message that goes out when someone subscribes to my list. So I'm going to, let's go to here. I just want to go to my Science of Imagery main account. So for that initial message that has the links to my free gift, this is my open rate and click-through rate. So about 80% open rate and 124% click-through rate. You might be wondering why I have over 100% click-through rate. I have multiple links within the first message. I have one for a free report, and then I have one for a meditation. So if they click both of them, then you can see over 100% click-through rate, because this is just based off of one click per message. So as you can see, if it was open to 2,417 times there, but it was actually clicked 300 or 3,796, you'll have a over 100% click-through rate. How many people unsubscribed from that message, and then how many people complained. And the complaint rate is just if they think that they got that email by accident or that it's kind of spam, and then unsubscribe. You can actually click on the unsubscribed here, and it will give you reasons why people unsubscribed. So does not apply to them or what they thought they were signing up to, no permission, too many emails from the campaign. You probably won't see that since it's the very first email that was sent out. Too many emails in general, or that it's irrelevant. So this gives you a little bit of idea of why people are unsubscribing as well. The bounce rate is, there can be a couple different reasons, but there's soft and hard bounces. So a hard bounce is the email address is pretty much not correct, or a fake email address. So it's the message is going to try to get sent out, and then it won't be able to be delivered. So it's going to bounce. And then a soft bounce is it could have been filtered and just wasn't able to get sent out because of either the subject line or something in the email. So that's what bounces are. So those were not delivered. And the next thing I want to go to is my time-based. So this is for all my messages in my autoresponder. So if you go to Science of Imagery, all autoresponders, so I have about 50 messages in my autoresponder, and I'm testing which ones open really well and build that relationship really well. And now I'm filtering down. And the way I'm filtering down is because I see overall my average open rate is 17.12%, and click rate is only 4.32%, which in my eyes is a little bit low for my autoresponders, but it's also because I'm testing 51 autoresponders, so they go through a very, very long autoresponder sequence when they subscribe on my list. And of course, you can go through the unsubscribed, why people are unsubscribing, just to get a little bit more information. Too many emails in general, which actual message they're unsubscribing the most. So the most people are actually unsubscribing on my first promotional email on day 4. So I might need to look at that and see, do I want to keep that in my autoresponder? What's the open rates on that? So it's a lot, giving you all the information to really dial in your list and make it more profitable and build that relationship a little bit better. So this is for all the autoresponders on an average. Next, you can actually deselect this and then dive in to each individual message. So this is on day 1 when it gets sent out, what the open rate is and click-through rate. So that's really good. A lot of people are still opening it on that first day after they subscribed. And then let's go to the second message. Still pretty good open rate. The click-through rate definitely dropped a little bit. And then I'll just do this one more time. As you can see here, this might look a little weird. It shows 0 and 0. I don't have a link in this message. It's just a straight content-based message where I write up a few short paragraphs, and so it can't actually decipher what's going on with the open rate and click-through rate because it doesn't have that link within the message. Let's go to that fourth video, which is the first promotional message that a bunch of people are unsubscribing. It's actually a really good open rate and click-through rate. So they might just, the people that don't want to get affiliate offers might be unsubscribing, but I don't really see anything that looks bad where it's a bad open rate and click-through rate that I need to be too worried about for that first promotional. So this is kind of what I do to check to make sure that my autoresponder sequence is working well for me, that there's no messages that have really bad subject lines, or that the links don't get clicked in them. So this is a great way to dive deeper into your sequence and all your messages. So the next thing I want to talk about is list segmentation. So we can go back to the dashboard. Actually, we can go to it's contacts and search contacts. I apologize. So you can segment your list many different ways. If you want to look at messages where they open the message but they didn't click on the link, you can actually save those people and then send another message to them. So for the first example, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to look at a newsletter where the subscribers clicked and opened the email, but they didn't actually click on the link within the message. So to do that, I'm going to click the advanced search button, and let's do just the one campaign, my main campaign, Science of Imagery. All results for the autoresponder in the subscription is fine, but we need to go ahead and add a condition. And then you can see match any of the following, and you can also do all. So depending if you have multiple conditions and you want them all to be true, you might need to change that. And for this one, it'll be a little bit more technical, but hopefully I can do it so everyone follows. So I want it to be where the message was opened. So they opened my newsletter. And let's just do that one that we looked at the statistics before for the free ebook. But I also want it that the link was not clicked. So they opened it, but they did not click on the link. And newsletter. And that's for the free ebook and all the links. So there were 2 different links in there, so I want to make sure they didn't click either links. So they never clicked any of the links in the free Kindle ebook message, but it was opened. So now you can see right here, I say match any of the following. So they could either have opened it and just not clicked it. And so I want to make it so it's both. So I want to make sure all of the following. And as you can see, so the people that opened it but didn't click the link is only 635 subscribers. So what that allows you to do is now I can show those contacts. And let's say I wanted to follow up with a message just to those people. Say, hey, you opened up that message, but I didn't see that you clicked on that link. I was wondering if it's something that you're not interested in, because maybe you're just trying to learn more from your list and get some feedback from them. So you can send out this message to say, hey, it looks like you were interested in the ebook, but you didn't click on the link. Is there any reason for it, or is there any better way that I can provide better content for you? So now here are all the people, those 635 contacts, and the way to you need to actually go down to actions and then save this search. When you save it, so opened free Kindle ebook, but didn't click on link. So I've saved this search, and I'll show you what I can do with it now. So now I want to create a newsletter. New email creator. And I'm going through that part quickly. I'm under the assumption that you have created a manual message or a newsletter. So this part is kind of just review. The message name, follow up with
subscribers that opened message but didn't click link for free ebook. And I'm not going to write a good subject here just because this is a test and just showing you, hey, I see you opened the last email. Choose who I want this to come from and click next. I'll just choose a blank template. And once again, I'm going through this part quickly. So if any of this doesn't make sense, I have made another video showing you how to create a newsletter. Hey, see that you opened the last message and didn't click on the link. I wanted to see if you weren't interested in the ebook or if I can provide better content. And once again, just a sample message of why you might want to contact these people. Of course, I always recommend testing the spam score, sending a test message to making sure that it looks good, and then next step. And down here, so now I only want to select those people that I saved in that list. So if you click down here, list open free Kindle ebook, but didn't click on the deal. So now you can see how many subscribers it sent out to. It's those 635. And now I can click next step and send out that message to just those subscribers. So that's another way to segment your list and pinpoint certain people on your list to increase response rate, to get better feedback, and hopefully always to increase income. So I'm just going to exit out of there because I don't want to send it. But those are two ways to send emails as a follow-up message.
So that was going through GetResponse and showing you a little bit more through my business and what my numbers are and how to do a couple extra things with list segmentation. So I hope that was useful. And if you liked this content and this training, please leave your comments below. My team and I read almost every single one of them, and we'll try to respond to all of the comments. Tell me what you really liked about this training and what you were able to pull out of it. And also, I would really like to know what other things you would like for me to create training videos on, any blocks that you're running into, anything like that. I definitely want to help out as much as I can and give as much value as I can. And also hop onto my list for exclusive content and first access to new trainings. So if you check out right below this video, there'll be a button that you can hop on and get exclusive access to new trainings first, and also hear about everything that I only send in my emails. So once again, this is Sean May at Convert411, and hope to see you soon.